Hello, how are you guys doing? Today was good. Today was a lot, but today was good. Gear, thank you for the 42 months of support. Holy shit, dude. Hermstirk. Hermstirk indeed. Why is that a thing? Webcam, get out of here. I do not want you to be on. It's just disconcerting when the little, like, your webcam is on light. Like, that's a scary light. Anyway, I spent today working on, like, Town of Nowhere stuff. And, like, I figured something out. That's huge. That cut down the amount of time that I needed to do. Like, to work on it by, like 80%. Like, I went from being about, like, 30-40% done with it to, like, 80 to 90% in one day. Like, it was a huge jump because I was like, wait a minute, it cannot be that easy to just do this instead. And it's like, no, actually you can. It's like, holy shit. So, that's great. Town of Nowhere actually might happen this month as a result. But, more importantly, Homestuck is happening. And we need to make sure that Homestuck happens by... I haven't abandoned 999. So, the reason that a lot of games have been going on the back burner is because we need to get to page 4073 by 413. It is currently April the 5th. It's also 420 because it is April of 2020, which is weed. Cascade happens on page 109. So I did a little bit of math. We need to do about 25 pages today. Roughly, that puts us at page 4,000 at the end of today. I'm going to try and go over 25 today because there are going to be days where there are, it takes way fucking longer than that. Like, we get 3 pages in because of Bilbo. But anyway, time for reading. That's the goal for today. We're going to try to get to page 4,000. I know. Well, no, my average pages per minute has gone up. Previously, the thing had to be 44 pages. So, like, we're speeding up. But we're going to just try and do as much as we can. If someone wants to double check my math, but which of these have we not seen? I don't think we've seen any of these, have we? All right, let's just click one at random then. It's motherfucking magic and all we've ever known at, then it's easy to be missing what be fucking the haps. This is a great way to start a stream. But all I'm scooping at miracles that are up in the air. Got my sea on of miracles. They're here and I be checking the miracles while they're falling down the stairs. Seeing the shit out of a miracle that are all being up in basically pretty much everywhere. Fuck. What the fuck is this? Oceans of Fago fucking glitter like space. Fist full of stardust. What's poofing my face? Millions of horns honking rackets in piles. One wheel device that can rocket in style. Is shit what I wish for because motherfucking course, bro. I'm all a firm believer in miracles. Do you have time for my miracle, brother? Do you get your notice on of the miracles? So many fucking miracles. The magic motherfucking miracles honk. Oh, yeah, that was, so strict. Yeah, bro? Yeah, most definitely. Your rhymes, they're ruthlessly disciplinary. And my ear ducts have been naughty. I think they're naughty for more. I just heard someone scream outside. The door's locked. Should be fine. Yeah, I don't like this line, I'll be honest. Also, like, I have no opinion of Nepeta to the point that I need to, like, have that gif where it's, like, the dancing crabs and it says Nepeta is dead. I just saw it when I searched the Twitter gifs, and I was like, that's funny. Let's use that one. Motherfuck, dude. You best understand I got more slams than me. They be forever as limitless faith in all my believings and shit. But what I motherfucking need, my brother, aside of plowing my nose fucking first into a bitch pan of tenacious mulchage. Slap my face and call my grandma. Thank you for the 5 months of support. Hope you're enjoying this session of Homestuck. I can't stay because I'm helping my buddy write a fake suburb walkthrough for his comic. That sounds wonderful. Good luck with that. Is to check out what slams you can stick in my ducks. Yeah. Oh yeah, those are most entirely can be provided. They can be dropped straight into your orifices, as you mentioned. Fucking drop it, bro. Drop it like you spaced out and forgot you were holding it in the first fucking place. God, that is that's a line. You brought up a pan in that last stanza, but the one I'm a fan of is a pan-handled pupa. Shit. Yes, shit. It is legit. Things to say about it. About the pan with a man grit. On whom I now slam it. Slam it like a fucking door by accident on something like that hurts. Honk honk. We're rapping, but it's like the most pathetic nerd raps possible. You can't handle these slimes. Well, unless you can. In which case, that's cool. I just got to serve up the hoopla to goat noses that are hoopless about the pan who's called pupa. And in the case you were clueless about the pan who can man up and is able to stand up on legs unlike mine, which are functionally useless. It's a random God damn, you're dealing some hearty reproach tonight. Fucking flying high, man. Higher than laughable up in the motherfucking grief trapeze. Higher than a subjugator getting his weep on for vast honk, I believe in to come. I wish. No, I'm serious. Your rhymes are as fly as the most wicked piece of shit a miracle ever took the sky. Someone clipped their motherfucking wings, so I stand a chance. Whoops, I mean, said a chance. Fuck. I don't really feel like counting page numbers right now is a valid way of figuring out where we are in the comic. It's just gonna be a little all over the place. Only one thing more fly than rhymes. I'm saying to express all my malices and ability he had, I wish was mine. Instead of, I guess, the excessive paralysis, look out for the hook, bro. Gotta get off these wheels. If miracles aren't fake, then I gotta get off these wheels. But high, in this case, has a double the meaning. It means he can fly, plus he high self-esteeming. That's two things he has. That's rather were mine. His two flappy wings and his big healthy spine. Oops. Those are three things. Gotta get off those wheels. Gotta get up off those wheels. If miracles aren't fake, you gotta get off those wheels using my least useless foot to kick it back over to you, friend. Important note, Tavros Gamzee's ship is called PBJ because of their blood colors. Okay, so first off, that was not... That's not... I don't need to know ship names. That's... Why does life have to be that? Shit. Alright, so I'm just gonna highlight all of this to make sure I'm actually able to read this. What I'm saying is I hate that. But thank you for letting me know. Shit. Slam it like the door in the face of the culling drone. Let's pretend that it's a real possibility, not an invitation to an even more painful death. Just for the sake of that expression, fuck it, motherfucker. Pure magic is all when There be hatching grubs. I've been seeing shit that would shock you. Your look tubes. Peeped on places of 6 trillion hemos, all up one rock, bleeding as equals. This is literally like a alternate version of the main chorus or the main verse, I guess. No, this is the chorus of Miracles by ICP, isn't it? But like different. It's easy to see if you search all your feelings. Like if you listen to that, like that's this part, you know? Anyway, it's a beautiful carnival. Magic's in the tent, fucking darkness outside, but the lights makes you wince. Just take my motherfucking hand, bro, and put on your shades, pull back your flap, and get off those wheels. Okay, I did. Now I'm on the floor, motionless in a terrible way, so I got back on the wheels, though. It was a nice thought, though. Fuck motherfucking yeah. Let's take these ninja titted bitches back to the hive with the chorus. Together, my miracle brother, yes. I'm a firm believer in miracles. Do you have time for my miracles, religious friend? Do you get your notice on of the miracles? This is my first time getting a stream. Are you here for Homestuck or are you here for me? Because this is something that I'm doing. Both. Okay, good. If you're here for this, then you're fine. If you're here for me, then you're going to be very confused because this is not. You're going to be like, man, I really likes his Flash games and his My Summer Car playthrough. I really want to see what he's up to now. What is he up doing now? And then it's like I'm reading this mangled like bootleg version of fucking Miracles. This is the least relevant page to the whole comic, and yet it exists. Do you have time for my Miracles, religious friend? Do you get your notice on of the Miracles? So, many gratuitous expletives, miracles, the magic mother, also expletive miracles. Yeah, fuck yes. Here's where the slam turns into nothing but honks. Honks. Honk. 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 Fuck. I'm not reading all of them. Anyway, it was less appropriate for me to do the honks than you, but it was still great. Yeah, bro, yeah. The slams were truly prime, and your religious views, though I don't share them, are reasonably inspirational. I think I'm in the process of releasing at least one tier. Me too, bro. You motherfucking know there's some of my royal jelly to go with your emotional peanut butter. This is also probably why it's called that. Whoa. This is beautiful, dude. I feel so chill with you. Yeah, friendliness with you is pretty much always nice and have fun to have. Hey. This is painful, make it end. No, this is what people paid for. Someone paid $25 for this page. Someone was like, I explicitly want Homestuck to happen, so I will be donating $25 to this children's cancer research thing. So we're reading it. Not every page is equal. Some pages suck. Some pages are good. This is one of the former. Hey, when we up and start to kick it at the red team noise, you should make your way and get your hangout on my hive. Oh yes, totally. And we can split a tin of the pimpest sneeze. I got my hand baked up all special for you. And make it a little, and maybe make out a little. Oh, I read that wrong. That's important. Gamzee actually straight up does have a crush on him. I was like, man, is that just people like, is this like, are y'all just like shipping that because you want that to be real? But no, that's actually a thing that happened. So, okay, never mind. It's kind of gay, my bro. Bang. Someone's banging on a door. Oh, shut up. Oh, okay. Cool. Some of these are going to be fast. Hey, what are you doing out here? Out where? Out of your bubble. Oh, I don't know. Am I not supposed to leave? I just didn't think you could. I guess you must have a foot on either side. Can't say I'm surprised. Okay. So what are you doing out here? I'm waiting for my friends to arrive. They'll need my help. What friends? More ghosts? No, they're alive first. There will be 2 humans, and they will be joining us any minute. First, then what? Then the rest of our party, the survivors. Oh, so then we made it out here all right. Yes, well, they met it. Your body will arrive with them, along with the others. Maybe we'll have a funeral. What's a funeral? It's kind of like a big corpse party. The humans could probably explain it better than me. Okay, cool. Yeah. No, I said I would for the sake of charity, so I'm definitely going to Gamzee like is fine. You just keep giving him like you just keep giving him Fago and he's fine. Like it's only once he's off like his shits that he's a problem. Shit, it's so bright. How can you stand it here? Can you see the sun? Yeah, I can see it, but it looks 2D. It's because you're missing an eye, I guess? This is going to be a long-ass conversation, isn't it? You can't spell funeral without fun. Sure. Gamzee is fine as long as you just give him drugs. 13... Exactly this. 3:14 hours ago. Oh god, he's still following you? That's so messed up. Yeah, it's okay though. As long as he's tailing me like a lost puppy, at least he's not killing anybody. I don't trust him, Jade. I'm telling you, he's a stab-happy, planet-exploding asshole. Remember what he did to Dave? That was like a whole episode, and you had a hysterical episode over it, remember? Yeah, I remember the episode, but he's okay now. And I'm kind of starting to think that that was just kind of his way of saying hi. My dog used to fetch my bullets, too. I really don't think he believes he's my dog. I really do think he believes he's my dog on some level. Just don't turn your back on him, Jade. Just don't turn your back on the puppy. Don't worry. I'm keeping an eye on him. No. Bad, Jack. Bad. This is like... Okay, so I was thinking about it in the shower this morning when I was like, where the fuck is even happening in this? I feel like he's got to be like the Majin Buu of... No, he's like the Frieza. Yeah, he's the Frieza of this. And then Elmo is like the Cell. Yeah. Where it's like, he's an actual literal huge problem that's gonna be like, they need to deal with. But it's gonna be so much worse when the other guy comes by. Does that make sense? Nerd, shut up. You're watching a video game let's player, streamer, person read fucking Homestuck. You decided to be here. So don't even do that. Don't even call me a nerd. We're all nerds here. You have to be a nerd to be here. It's just defining who you are, you know? You can call me a nerd, but I am a nerd. But you're also a nerd. Can I be a goth nerd? Sure. I don't feel like being a nerd is like, that's more of a... I think you could be a nerd and a jock or a goth. I don't know. Fuck it. Don't put yourself into a box. Just be whatever the hell you want. You know? If you want to, like, fucking... I don't know. Be a goblin. It turns out goblin core is a real thing. I was just, like, talking about it for the sake of, like... April Fool's Day and then actually writing goblin music, but like I didn't think that it was like already an established subgenre, but apparently it is. It's already a thing that people have invented, which is okay. It's just like you go out in the forest and collect nice things, but not like valuable things like sticks, like a cool ass rock. And it's like, kind of about that life. Is that all? Because I hope that's all it is. Because people are like, gets into some weird shit. There was a bit about acting like a crackhead that was on the subculture guide that I was reading. So that's a thing. But anyway, Do they fuck the goblins? I think they are the goblins that get fucked by Bilbo Baggins, possibly. The pages per minute. You're right. Okay. We're at page 4,000 for a minute there. He really seems to hate frogs. Yeah, poor froggies. My Jack had this irrational thing against frogs, too. I mean, my normal Jack, not the psychopathic Jack. Durst agents are heavily predisposed towards murder and desecration of amphibious life forms and their iconography, respectively. Frequently, I had to thwart assassination attempts from their kingdom, or extermination attempts is probably better to say. You're probably right. It really seems to drive him crazy. This is not the first time I've had to reprimand him. Wait, did you just follow you into the palace just now? Is that who you were yelling at? Yeah, he was growling at the enchilada. I'm not pronouncing that right. All Dursites hate. Yeah. Okay. I have no idea how to count the page numbers anymore. I had to tell him he was being very bad. He destroyed some of her reality, some nice statues. Keeping him in line really makes me miss Beck. He was such a good dog. Not to mention my best friend. Jack is just bad dog, worst enemy. Exactly. I don't like this a fucking bit. It makes me really nervous. You're just chilling with an unspeakably powerful mass murderer with the brain of a wild animal who's about to hop sessions and try and kill all of us in a few hours. And you were just doing that there again. You still haven't told us, or told me. Huh? The palace? Oh, hey, Betty Crocker facility. There you go. That's continuity, bitch. I recommended that she return to her denizens for advice. About what? The location of the final frog required to complete the gene sequence. One whose song should remove the last traces of dissonance from the waveform. A creature who's elusive, remember? Enchiladas have 4 dicks. That's actually true. No, I know it's true because someone sent me a picture of it, and if you're wondering what being a streamer is like, it's waking up in the middle of the night to check your DMs, and then someone sent you a picture of enchilada dick. So there's that. Like, you wake up and you're like, man, I check Twitter and Tumblr and stuff real quick. Just wake up. It's amazing. Echidna. Okay. The creature is quite elusive, remember? Oh yeah, you were searching for weeks, yes, and you never found it. I had a good lead, but you decided that there was not enough time left to bother with it. The reckoning had started. We had to kill the king. Understood, but this was a matter that really did require your attention. Just to be clear, who's talking right now? It's Jade is GG, and there's Carcat, and GA is Kanea, correct? Kanaya. Okay. Just making sure I'm understanding who all is in this conversation. And future Jade. Right. Sure. Understood, but it was actually a matter that did require your attention. Yeah, I know. But maybe I was sick to fucking death and muddling with the frogs and their cacophonous goddamn ribbits, and they're mixing their slime and shit. No, I'm no ecto-scientist, no matter how many grubs who tuned out to be us this game made me accidentally make. But you are a programmer, aren't you? That is at least some kind of, like a scientist, having some technical savvy. I was a shitty programmer. Anyway, I only programmed viruses, shitty viruses. I shouldn't be a slime technician or a frog farmer or a mystical fucking croak decoder. I'm a warrior and a leader and a cold-blooded killer. We know. You're clearly very good at being all those things. But we need your help with frog science. Can you help us? I had a friend growing up, and they did a lot of coding because those were the kind of people I was friends with as a kid. And there was like they made a program, and it was just like it said like bees, and then it would open another copy of itself, or like two copies of itself, and then it would replay itself. And it just made infinite bees, and it would just get to the point where your computer would lag the fuck out because it would just like have so many instances of bees running. If I recall correctly, that's what it did. I remember it opening a lot of windows. It was a fucking useless ass program, but it was very much like we had like these little like we had a programming class that we took together, and we had these like shitty like desktop computers that we got from like the pawn store for like 20 something bucks or something like that. And yeah, we'd just like make awful fucking code on them. It was great. How long will this take? I don't mind helping, but I have major leadership duties to attend to here. Yes, I know the team is falling apart and everything, but doing this was your duty too. And after a point of critical complication, there is only so much responsibility that you can take for the reactions of your team. Kanea, what are you saying? What happens in the future? Are you giving me some assurance that things will work out? Because right now, I don't know where the hell anybody is. The future. Oh, okay, I'm a vampire now, apparently, if that helps. What the fuck is a vampire? Shh, no future talk. Let's stay on topic. I thought she was kind of a vampire from the get-go. I thought she was the original vampire in their group. Where the fuck did they get other vampires? How did I miss that? I thought she was secretly a vampire and just holding it in. What's a vampire? Not to get controversial, not to get political, but what's gay? It's Carcat. She was. She was a vampire to begin with, but she just didn't know she was a vampire? Oh, okay. Got it. Oh, so she wasn't a vampire until she died. When she died, she turned into a vampire. Gotcha. That's why I can't get a straight fucking answer to the thing. It's a simple question. Kanea means that she's a very pretty girl with pointy fangs and a bright, sunny complexion and wears fancy dresses. Thanks, that cleared up everything just right the hell up. And she drinks blood. Oh, you mean a rainbow drinker? Yeah, I already know about her trashy novel fantasies. And are we done shitting around? They aren't trashy. Yes, hilarious. We have no choice to believe you because skepticism in this situation is for idiots, right? If I said, yeah, right, if there's a drinker in this hive, I'll eat my cocoon, I'd be like a dumb Lustus in the movie who doesn't believe the kid when he tells it that there's a rainbow drinker in the closet. I guess by reverse psychology, I should not be that dumbass and yell, oh, fuck, and tell everyone to get into the scuttlebuggy before it's too late. Well, fat chance I'm not falling for it. That sounds like a stupid movie. How do you know what she looks like anyway? Did you see her in one of your afterlife bubbles? Yep. When? Why? Why? When? Carcat. The information qualifies as future stuff. Just, I don't know anymore. Shit's getting away from me. There's more time that goes by without word from Gamzee, the more I worry. And the more I feel like something's terrible's happened, or will happen. I should go. No, wait. Just please listen a little longer. Yeah, staying would be better. Trust me that this was and still is a very important thing, and you have to do and still do, and maybe even the most important. Fine, but let's move it along. I did the enchilada in kata? Tell you where to find the frog? Vriska wants to be the hero. Vriska wants to be important, and unfortunately was not. Well, until she made herself one. Echidna. Yeah, I'm going to get that wrong. The rainbow drinker stuff that Carcat says is almost an exact copy of what Dave says to John about monsters in the house in Act 2. I think that's just neat. It rhymes. Stories, poems, whatever the line is. Anyway, not exactly. She helped me remember. Remember what? Something from my past. If I accepted her terms. And what were the terms? You never did tell me. Yeah, because you never told me yours. Oh, I thought it wasn't that important or interesting. Since Karkat, the battle was more pressing to do for me than locating another frog. Also, what she asked me to do was impossible, so yeah. Yeah, she made me a promise to do something that sounds impossible, too, except I actually agreed. So I have no idea how I'm going to keep my side of the bargain now that I think about it. Excuse me, remember fucking what? Oh, right. Where the last frog is, or was. The thing is, the frog we need is nowhere to be found on the medium. It was on Earth, but only briefly, and it was when I was young, before I woke up on Prospect, and begun sleepwalking, both on the island and on the moon. And when my dream was very bright, I saw something in the light. I could tell what it was, so I got closer. Couldn't tell what it was closed, so I got closer. Got it. But when I got there, I woke up and found myself by the lagoons surrounding the ruins. Zinny Cobalt, thank you for the 2 months of support. I remember Knuckles being in this. Knuckles is 100% relevant to fucking Homestuck. It only happens because of Knuckles, the echidna. I pronounced it right that time. Baby Jade? That is a baby. I thought you guys were freaking out about this baby, which is also a baby. I was about to walk home when I saw something appear on the lily pad. It was a frog, an amazing shiny frog, not like any I'd ever seen on the lagoon. There's fucking strobe shit going on. It hopped over to me and I picked it up, but then, just like that, dead. It died. Betty Crocker? Betty Crocker? Later, my grandpa made a robot for me to help with my sleepwalking. It could do all the walking while I stayed safe in bed. It could also record my dreams. I was sure that he always knew my dreams were going to be special. I suspect that he knew it before even I was born. Okay, great. So there's on this monitor, problem solved. You apparently it's a ghost imprint. Mix it with your current evolution's paradox slime, smoosh it out with a genetic waveform, and tadpolify the bill is slick, and you're done. Hopefully. So you didn't remember seeing this frog when you were a kid at all? No, it completely slipped my mind. How did she get you to remember? I mean, what did she do? What did she make you agree to? Well, like it was before, the choices she gives you seem to have to do with the facing mortality, and making it clear if you choose one path over another, it will lead to your death, and that your death may even be necessary to accomplish the goal. Yes, I've inferred that their ultimata are all personalized variations of the presentations of such dilemmas. Okay. Nana's story is Grandpa inherited the Betty Crocker fortune. Yeah, I remember that from last time. I'm going to probably, if we get to Cascade, I'm going to wait until 413. I just want to make sure that we get to page, and I figured it out, page 4073 by, this is going to be what needs to happen by 413. If I can get to that point by then we're solid. I have 100 pages to go. It's about 25 pages a day. For the 4 remaining days that we have to read. So you didn't. I asked chat for spoilers on what a good one to stop on is, and apparently it's that. So we're not getting there tonight. It's just not happening. So it completely slipped my mind. How did she get you to remember? I mean, what did she do to make you agree? It wasn't like, all right. Yeah, but that is not really what made this hard. I mean, nobody wants to die, of course, but at least that is a clear thing. Either you do or you don't, You said that what she asked was impossible. It might be. What were her demands? She said that if I accepted her help, I would have to make a promise that whenever we left this place, wherever we end up going, she had to come. Not just the Inkata, but all of the denizens. The palaces, their consorts, their lands, everything. I had to bring them all with us. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think you could do that. All right. Rabbit got the thing, the orb thing, cancer, whatever. He's got the ring, and they got blown up by Jack, but they're okay still. And this is all happening. The tumor, right. Okay, that was pretty fast. See, there's going to be some pages that are like that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Can someone check and see? We're on page 4002. Does someone want to click through this and tell me when this ends? Like, when do we get past these types of pages? Because this is just frustrating. Is it just one? I think it's just one. Okay, this is the last one. Okay, cool. Jade, are you still responding to this memo? I guess I don't have much energy left to argue about passwords. I didn't even get a password last time. I had to leave abruptly because Solix and Iridan started dueling again, then Fefri and Kinea. It all started happening so fast. And now Gamzee is hunting us all down in murder mode, and he's taunting me through the other people's messaging devices and leaving me disturbing notes. I'm sure others must be dead by now. I know Solix is blind and I lost track of him somehow. I heard a stray honk and I ran when we got separated. And I'm starting to think that this might be a doomed timeline. That is why I can't get in touch with anyone. They must be dropping like behemoth leavings out there. That must be why Future Kinea was still taking in this memo. But now she's dead, which makes that impossible, which wasn't supposed to happen this way. Gamzee isn't supposed to go crazy. I think if he does, we fucked up. It means I fucked something up. He's my responsibility. I have to make sure that he's safe, and I didn't do that. One time, one of the doomed ideas told me that she came from a time where he flipped out and killed everybody because of my failure. I didn't take her seriously, but I should have. She was constantly fixing my fuck-ups. Robots from the future are always coming back and telling me how some hasty shit I did with a frog breeding or whatever would make it impossible to win. My own personal mistakes probably accounted for more doomed Ardea bots. Ardea. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Than anything else. Which is sort of the silver lining, I guess. I don't think we would have beaten the king without her army. Not that it matters anymore. I've obviously just become another guy in a doomed timeline, watching everyone around him die. This is just sitting here wondering what I could have done wrong this time to make the timeline take a wrong turn. Pinpointing it seems overwhelming since I made terrible decisions that I can't even count. But I think looking back, I know what it is now. It was before we got trapped on this meteor, before Jack showed up, before we beat the king, and I wanted to let you know, Jade, that no matter what I said, I think the final frog must be important. And Kinea, if you're reading this somewhere in the past, maybe, I'm sorry, you were right. I always was such in a hurry to win that I didn't take time to do what was actually necessary. Bila Slick needed the genes of that frog, and because I half-assed this so bad, everyone's going to die. See, I was thinking about Jack and how he can't stand the frogs. I think I finally understand what's going on. I think what's about to happen at the end of our timelines. I think I know what the critical moment is. It's completely my fault. Ectobiology is a touchy thing. Especially when you're building a genetic code for an entire universe. Our Genesis frog needed genes from that final frog. Because I was in too much of a hurry to do the job right. Yeah, I got you, Solar Mage. Sorry, I'm reading, but I did read you say that. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, this sucks. He's missing the critical sequence in his DNA. So we made him and watched him grow in the middle of Skya. After all the fireworks and fanfare from the vast croak had subsided, I kind of felt like he didn't look so good. Like he was sick. I think I gave him cancer. I think I gave your whole universe cancer, Jade. Oh, and then there's a flash. That's rough. Show this to anyone, and they're gonna be like, man, that's something rad to like smoke some weed to. Or do some like LSD or something too. Sorry. So that's the only one in this pile. Yeah, I get it. The whole his sign is cancer, and cancer and the tumor. It's all important to the whole thing. Jack and the Red Miles are the universe cancer. Yeah. That's okay. There's a couple more. So that wasn't the last page. That's okay. It's all your fault. It's all your motherfucking fault, honk. Okay. I'm gonna just get all of this so that way I can read it easier. The black on purple, like anytime the colors are too similar, it starts fucking with my eyes a bit, and it makes it harder to read. Anyway, it's all your motherfucking fault, honk. Okay. You cracked off at the top of the bottle to these fucking clown imposters. They're all spraying out flagrant motherfucking heresies at me. The flagrant motherfucking heresies, motherfucker. It came out of their mouths. It made me get my sadness on to see it. And my rage on fucking harder. I'm sorry. All my life I believed at a fucking paradise to come held the most baller, darkest of carnivals to join. And the prophecy to tell about a band of rowdy, capricious minstrels seeping into good, harsh whimsy. Ooh, nice. The mirthful messiahs were foretold to be crashing that fucking pie, standing and bringing the holy ruckus. It's like a giddy fucking ninja, one-wheeling head towards the huge fucking horn heap Shangri-La's got to see. I'm talking about the vast honk, you blasphemous motherfucker. What I believed in to be so beautiful. Us, them, all mellowing in a tent, bumping sounds, tossing back the Fago, soaking up the miracles up in our fake sponges, while special stardust rained down from at our elixir sticky faces like a bunch of fucking fairy powder from religion space. It was all going to be us and motherfucking them and motherfucking us. This is like some troll shtick, right? This ICP shit. But now, because of you and your fucking outrageousness, we stole all my miracles away by revealing at me how the wicked shit was really kicked. Like some filthy fucking science stiff who at old times would have ruled unfunny without even getting his fucking trial on. And now I don't even know what to think about spiritual fantasies I had. Best troll ever. I don't even care if you're really into this stuff or not. It's awesome. What stuff? Like horrorcore, lame clown rap and stuff. Dude, are you an actual juggalo or not? Bro, that word you just used isn't nothing real I've ever heard of. It strikes me as another heretical fucking bastardization of some sacred shit I take seriously in my pump biscuit. I mean, I guess took seriously. Do you not know what I'm talking about? I have the idea that you put it in my pan to sit there, a paradise planet. Is it a fucking joke? And the miracles are fake, pure fiction, false fakety fake con jobs from a bunch of unfunny ninja harlequin bullshit artists? I can't even tell if you're trying to troll me with this or if you're actually having some weird emotional problems. Can it be motherfucking both things? Okay, I'm telling you. You need to watch this video. The song isn't supposed to be released for another year or something, but I got it from inside sources. This is as hot as it gets. Hang on, let me dig it up. Delirious Biznasties. What all does this say? Seabone Man. Gotta buy new bubble bath, messed up. That's a word that I... Why is Betty Crocker here? Tiny URL, motherfucking miracles. All right, hold up. .com, right? /MOTH. The H is lowercase. I think this probably matters. Capital E R. You know what I could do instead? Just FUCKINMIRACLES. It's already here? Yeah, I can't click that. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, it is already there. Okay, it's that. Got it. Okay, cool. Good. He's doing his best. I like the hoops I jumped through today for the town of nowhere burned my brain. But let me tell you, like, it's good. Like, I'm really fucking happy. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, what is this actually going to look like? If you're an artist, you know what I'm talking about, where you think of something and you're like, now I got to make that real. Now I got to put that in physical space and actually make it a real thing that other people can look at rather than just a thing I'm thinking about. Can I make what I'm thinking about actually come out of my head and into my hands and onto, in this case, a computer screen? And I actually did. It never looks like how it does in your brain. But it fucking does this time. Like, it is actually going to look almost 1-to-1 with what I thought. Like, it is incredible, but it fucked with my head to try and figure out how to do it. And I'm really goddamn happy. This next Town of Nowhere stream is going to be, like, on the level of hype that the first one was. Like, it's going to be good. It's gonna be really good. The script is that concept is called your play, the play you felt and imagined versus the play you wrote. Yeah. Have I watched the RDA fan animation? Not yet, though. I think I can after this stream. So if I can, let me know, and we'll figure it out. It's gonna be good. I'm happy with it. Yeah. I think you guys will like it. Anyway, no, motherfucking no, bro. I'm not looking at any more of your blasphemies. Really, just came back on you, motherfucking say. And that was while sickening noise you did at me is your fault. There's something I did at you, what's mine. I did something that's motherfucking atrocious to your posse. I made your whole crew of jokers get to being kind of mentally motherfucking unstable. In fucking fact, that atrocities business I got doing, I did that shit to your whole universe as a matter of motherfucking fact. You see, the motherfucking C, I finally got caught up on what's true behind the sweet murder myth of the bitchin' blood circus. I reached up, down, and got at all where all the real harsh whimsies were hiding inside me. In the angriest ways, I found my dark ancestral chuckle voodoos within, and then... So wait, is he just saying that I just gave the entire universe cancer? Is he admitting to that? I focused on them through the rage... No, okay. I misread that. Okay. I focused on them through the rage you made me have. I went and made your universe terminal. None of that really meant anything, but okay. You have me confused for somebody else. We've never talked. I guarantee I would have remembered you. All that motherfucking matters is you remember what you did. I'm just letting you in on the ways that I set high justice in motion. You made us motherfucking square. You made us motherfucking square, you and me and you. What do you think magnetic fields are a conspiracy? I saw, I've talked about this before, but we're in a different place in reality now than we were, a few months ago when I mentioned this. So I'm just going to bring this up again. The skinnier of the two guys in ICP, I believe he's, I want to say Silent J, but that's not right. I saw him eat dirt. I saw him eat snow. And he's like, this is how we get around this whole corona thing or something like that. He just fucking eats snow. It's got like dirt. It looked like the dirt from the back of like when you park a truck. Like under it was like, as someone who makes stuff, I get the idea of trying to make people feel better and be like, there's a thing you can do. But like, what? Look at his eyes. Oh, that's not all right that he's got like emoji eye thing going on. Anyway, I'm just keep reading. Carcat caused the cancer, but he made it terminal. Okay. I don't know what that fucking means, really. That's Cal's eye. Oh, I see. Okay. That's a cool Juggalo guy who I still can't tell is ironic about this or not. But like I said, either way, it's all good. You don't motherfucking believe. You need to get more spiritually into your superstition ghosts. Like motherfucking faith champ that I was. I'd forget to do my chuckle voodoos to you too. Just to fuck up your dreams, to make your worst fears come alive and get up on the haunts with your nap happy pan. What? What fears? You fucking know, brother. It's the fucking puppet. The one that's got to be my best friend I got now. Now that my other buddy managed to be having his head chopped off. Oh, God. Did my bro put you up to this? I should have guessed that he had some hand in these shitty trolling escapades. Your bro's dead, bro. You couldn't keep my new friend captive no more. Release your nightmares right into my warm fucking embrace. And now I listened at what they whisper through the ducts. My ear ducts. Jesus, you're fucking insane. I'm all hearing these motherfucking things, and they all help me refigure what is the real reality about miracles. He'll help me to motherfucking discover the truth of who the messiahs are. The real messiahs, not the false mess of lies. Honk. So my bro's an idiotic ventriloquist dummy is responsible for his schizophrenic bullshit. Is that what you're saying? Motherfucking yes, bro. What else does he have to say? He says, and it's all in this funny little voice that's so very, 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 very quiet that it's time to go motherfucking kill them all. Welp. That sounds about right. You better do what they say. It can be benign at first and it can metastasize. Okay, cool. Scribbled the clown walls, and his dad feigned an interest in clown and gave him a big stuffed clown. Oh, okay. So literally the reason that the clown thing is even a thing in this is because Gamzee put a clown there as a fuck you to all of them. Specifically, John. Like, a lot of this is like, oh, you don't know what actually... Like, he doesn't know. But again, like, all of this happened innocently enough. Like, Dave did not realize that sending him Insane Clown Posse songs in advance... Like, when you think about it, like, what Dave did was, like, he's like, oh, hey, you're super into, like, I don't know. You're super into Insane Clown Posse. Let me go ahead and give you like a song that's not out yet. And then instead of the guy being respectful and enjoying it, he went absolutely fucking apeshit to a like insane degree. Gamzee is just like this. It's like, I hate to say it, but it's fucking Gamzee's fault. Like, pretty much everything. Like, it's Gamzee's fault. You could say it's Dave's fault. You're into metal, right? Have you heard of Metallica? What? Okay. So, like, we need to have a chart of whose fault this is, and in order. All right. So let me just go ahead and make sure that we get all this down, because I want to make sure that we do this right. All right. So cool. Whose fault is it anyway? Vriska. But aside from that, I was going to put yo in, but I was like, nah, it's fine. All right. And then let's go ahead and increase the font size to like 20. And, you know, just for the sake of making this thing shit, let's put it in Comic Sans. All right. There we go. All right. So cool. So let's start at the beginning. Dave. And we can add more to this. We can, like, Dave did this. And that caused Gamzee to lose his shit. Which caused little Cal to go evil? Wait. Little Cal... Okay, hold up. Little Cal just needs to be in here like this. Because this is just happening over here, I guess. Who sent that video to Dave in the first place? That's a good question. Let me finish reading this page and then we'll go back. Either insane psychopathic murder... Or wait, did I read this? Yeah. I was up here to come with all the unruly upbraids and got pent up. When I know the motherfucking what, you should get real grateful. So sharing me this Wade heresies, brother. The road to the Dark Carnival has never been paved with a louder honk horns and tread upon. The scare of the living motherfuck out of the low blood faithless with each step. You're either an insane psychopathic murderer or some kind of trolling savant. Time to block you now, but let's do it again, okay? You fucking know it, bro. I like you. I wouldn't mind talking that pale marshmallow you got as a nug bone off your shoulders. Taking that pale marshmallow, okay? For this collection, I got started on. Add a little strawberry jam between the peanut butter sandwich I'm making between my motherfucking lips. Holy shit. Hey, before you go, how about we slam a little? And they proceeded to have one of the best rap-offs in the history of Paradox Space. Thank fucking God they just had this line. See, that's all you had to do. With that Tavros line, you could have just done that. This line is excellent. This is one of my favorite lines of Homestuck. Because... Alright, anyway. I'm going to go back a couple pages and make sure that I got this right. But... I would assume it's Betty Crocker was the one who actually... sent that in the first place. So I'm going to go ahead and put Betty Crocker down now as being ahead of this. Betty Crocker, for some reason, is the correct answer to that. I think I'm spelling it right. All right. Betty Crocker. All right, so like... Is this correct so far? Cal made Gamzee evil. Yeah, but Gamzee made Cal. So I feel like this loop needs to happen. Like, this is correct so far, right? Is there any information that I know so far that would improve this chart? Gam didn't make Cal. He made the clown and the... Okay, no. Cal, as of the moment, Cal puts Dave in his dream. Cal rides with Bro to Earth. Jack has Cal. Cal goes to Alternio with Gamespot. Steals and fixes Cal from... Okay. Dream Cal is the original Cal. Let's not dwell on this right now. Yeah, you're probably right. This is... I feel like I'm already confused. Alright, and we're back to here. And then there's several here. How are we doing on time? We got some time. How about we do a quick, like, get up and stretch? I need to get better about that, because I basically spent all today just sitting in my chair working. Dream Cal's origin of existence is entirely recursive. Okay. Eventually I understand this. Get up, stand up, go on, put your hands up, and you get the feeling, jump across the ceiling. You know, knees with punk flow. More rhymes than donuts got. Was it cops got donuts at a donut shop? It's good. Jump around, jump up to get down. Anyway, 2 minutes. How about we make it a minute 30? We got a little bit more time. If you guys don't know, that's the infamous Jump Around, which I only ever listened to the Limp Bizkit live version of, which they had like some breakdancers just spinning like tops. It was interesting. Anyway, minute 30. Get up, stand up, do that thing. Be right back. Minute 30. BRB. Music, 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 music. There we go. Oh, god damn it.
Come here. Hey. No more. No more of that. No.
Thank you for taking the baby. I love you. I'm back. Herman has this thing where he likes to tear up toilet paper rolls. It's April 5th of 2020. It's a problem that he does that. I'm mentioning the date. He did it again. Yeah, we have it so that way, like, it's so we can't get to it, but he was able to get to it. So he caused problems. So we got to buy more. Tilda ordered more the other day. But, you know, it still has to get here. We're good on toilet paper. But like many things right now, it's less about having the money right now for us to be able to buy basic shit like toilet paper and more on the lines of like, can you actually even find it? You know? It's just, dude. Bruh. And he just leaves it all over the fucking bathroom, too. Bidet? I don't have one. Anyway. Alright, so we gotta read these two now. We're back, by the way. And you guys can see, right? Okay. Today's game on Chronog, by the way, is Two Brothers. A Tale of Brothers. What the fuck is it called? Brother Time. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. $2.89. Cheap as fuck right now. I also want to recommend the Humble Bundle right now. It's $30, but it's like every fucking game and audiobook and regular book and comic. It's got Hive Swap in it if you haven't already read it. There's a lot in that bundle, and the money goes towards coronavirus research stuff. You can pay as much as you want, but anywhere between $30 or more gets you the games. Anyway, read. Glue it back together. I don't think that'll work. The Conquer COVID-19 bundle. Humblebundle.com/conquer dash, like minus sign. COVID-19 minus bundle. Fucking awesome collection of stuff for a really, really good cause. As far as I can tell, so I thought it was if you mention it, but I think it's if the video's title, tags, or description mention it. I think we're okay. It's a lot of video games and other shit. If I'm wrong, I'll cut it out. If you didn't see this video in your sub box, let me know. I'm basically going to be uploading multiple videos every single day for the next while, because that's what I can do to help with this shit. It's the defective genes probably made it impossible for your session to be successful. Sort of like its reproductive system was damaged. What should have been a fertile ground for your new universe to grow was replaced by a massive bomb rigged to blow up your whole session. Probably just one of the symptoms of a sick universe. It's not like you actually did anything wrong. You're fighting against the disease that was already inherently in your game. The one I gave it. Huh. But I don't think it's normal, like a normal disease. It's not like cellular mutation that's out of control. The cancer took a specific form, like a complicated series of terrible events rather than a faulty cell division. It was eventually in your universe that was inevitable, that we all unwittingly helped make happen, all concentrated through the actions of one hostile agent in the system, with the instinct to destroy everything it hated, and it was given the power to do so. Look at the banners. It's still just this. It hasn't changed. It's going to be this, I think, for all of the ones on this page. Unlike a normal disease, it wouldn't gradually kill its host from within. The cancer left the body, chased out as if it by an immune system. But the problem is it wasn't any less deadly on the outside. It was no less determined to finish the job. I don't know what else it could be. What's waiting for us at the end of the countdown? Jack was expelled from your session somehow, then methodically destroyed all of our planets, Prospect and Durst, and tried to wipe us all out. But that we couldn't do the same thing to him again. But he was always saving his true target for last, the one he hated the most. Jack was the living embodiment of the disease all along. Vizzy V, thank you for the 10 months of support. Happy late birthday, Abby. Abby is a good girl. She's been very good recently. She's been a bit of a scream. She likes to scream a bit. But, you know, she does that. Yeah, Jade is not responding during all of this, I noticed. And he's got the ring now. That's bad. Noir is the cancer. It's him. Anyway, That's the end of everything. That's the end of how everything's my fault completely and I'm garbage. Hope you enjoyed it, Jade. Not that you seem to recall this memo even exists. If you see Kanea in Death Bubble Hell, please tell her that I'm sorry that I let her down. And that if you see Celix wandering around too, let him know how ashamed I am. I ditched him like a coward because I heard the horn go honk. And Trizzy, if you see her, could you give her a massage or message for me? Tell her that, actually, never mind. I'll probably be able to tell them all in person soon. Seeing as I'm an idiot in makeup, the idiot in makeup is about to roll over my naked squeal peptide with one wheel device. Sox is okay. He's with me right now. Holy shit, you're alive. Hold on, I really need to change these clothes. It's literally how he became the god dog. Yeah, okay, fair. But I thought he got the other ring too. How many rings are there? What did I say? What the so this is I was gonna ask at some point, like, what the fuck is 1 yard or whatever the fuck it is, but what the fuck is this? I've repeatedly made it clear that the fifth wall is to remain off. I mean, there's that. One for the White Queen, one for the Black Queen. The Wayward Vagabond still has the other ring. Okay, I thought he got it, and that's what they're showing there. 1 yard, there it is. I refuse to acknowledge the foolish man's self-indulgent rubbish. His frivolous charades have no place in this building, or anywhere in this reality. Am I making myself understood, young lady? Right. Like, I'm going to teach him about computers. And then she's swooning over him. Okay. Or will I have to suspend your furniture privileges again? I see, it's another one of your moods. We'll have to work on ironing this out with this behavior before you meet your true master. I'm going to go back and make sure we look. Okay, cool. Tops. He's far less gracious host than I. Wait, what are you doing? She's a little bit taller now? No, stop that. You'll render yourself even more... You render yourself in a more symbolic manner this instant. Oh, I see. Thank you. Oh, is this what we're doing now? I am looking at this up here, but it doesn't seem like it's changing much. Maybe I've not been strict enough with your breathing privileges either. The vessel will reach your planet eventually. We can either go home the fastest way or the slow way. Your express ticket can only be validated with a display of good manners, miss. Youth role. Actual suicide threat. So, who the fuck is this if not Ardea? And there goes your electricity privileges. Call back to Rose. New troll. Okay, it's a new troll. All right, fine. I think now would be a good time for another round of re-education regarding her purpose. A little refresher on the prodigious employment opportunities for which she is being groomed. He really does seem like just an amazing fucking creature. You know, this guy. Definitely not a fucking asshole or anything. That's called sarcasm. Before you, like, write me a fucking message, like, I already hear you typing it. I hear it from here. I hear it. Since you are still my guest, it will please me to tell you that this is an inspiring tale as well. It is a tale to remind her of the sacrifice she must make. One serving to remind all of her people of the sacrifice once made by long-forgotten heroes and discarded realities. Wait a minute. Did that change in the last one? No. This is the first one it changed. Do you guys need to go in jail? All right, I'm putting you guys in jail. There you go. Enjoy emote only. I'll get a few more pages in, then I'll ask if you're good. But for now, jail, because you guys, some of you guys are to be trusted. I saw how fast chat was going. That is a sign that you guys can be trusted, but some of you can't be, which is why chat had to be going that fast in the first place. So thank you to anyone who is spamming, to anyone who's doing spoilers. Bruh. Dud. Bruh. It is a tale to remind her of the sacrifices she must make. One serving to remind all of the people of her sacrifices made by long-forgotten heroes and discarded reality. It is the sacrifices the sufferer died to speak in truth, and it is now his tale. I will tell you now. Oh, is this a flash? Okay, let's just let this happen for a minute, and then I'll read all of this. Oh, no, that's just... Okay. So it's 2 rings, and one is going the opposite way than the other one. I don't know if that matters, but I think it's just to go like, hey, these are all things that are happening. Bro. Okay, so I know this is an important Homestuck moment, but like, and I'm not going to talk about Warhammer for that long, but literally go onto YouTube, find the channel Astartes, and fucking watch that 5-part thing. It is so fucking good. It's a fan film made by one guy. It's probably about like 15 minutes. It's fucking rad. It is so fucking good. It is so good. It is like movie quality animation done by just some dude. It's so good. It's arguably better than what Games Workshop themselves tried to put out literally the day after. Go check it out, Astartes. It's amazing. Anyway, just this reminded me of it. If you go watch it, you'll understand why. Now I'll read this long fucking paragraph of text. I like the white on green. This is the one color option that's happened so far that has actually been helpful in the last couple of times reading. Once in this universe, you could say Alternia was home to a peaceful race. Trollkind had never known the corrupting influence their evolution, which led them to a perpetual war and violence. That is to say, they had never known me. All was true of the bellicose world we knew. There came to be 12 heroes in this peaceful planet. These heroes, too, had 12 ancestors whose fortunes were intertwined with theirs. 24 figures of legends were not of this world, but sent from the sky, delivered from reality not yet conceived. On the eve of their race's extinction, the 12 heroes would begin playing the game. They would... Okay, so this is the ancestors, which is why we couldn't watch RDA until now. So after probably this bit, where they explains all these people, then we could probably watch RDA. We might have to do it in the next one. But we're very close anyway. We're also very close to, like, holy shit. What page did I need to get to before? Are you fucking kidding me? Damn, we could get, like, almost to that point today. Shit. I just need to get my shit together. We might have, like, one more reading session between now and then. We'll see. Currently, well, we'll see what the plan is once we get done with this stream. On the eve of the race's extinction, the 12 heroes will begin playing a game. They will make an admirable effort, but they would fail. Their civilization would not be prepared them for the rigors of this game, and the ultimate reward would fall shy of their grasp. But their simple failure was more comprehensible, more systematic than a result of simple inadequacies so common to players of this game. They could not recognize it for the bad omen that it was. The session was not one which they had been spawned. Such is the symptom of a subtle glitch affecting current sessions, an error designed to trigger an unfathomable cascade of misfortunes. There's that word. Throughout Paradox space. This glitch is the calling card of the one I serve. It is a discreet, gentlemanly manner in which he reserves his place in a universe for later visitations. The heroes, understanding their defeat was absolute, sought advice from the mother of all monsters. She offered them a choice. The heroes could either accept their defeat along with the extinction of their race and put no others at risk, or she could show them a path to a second chance, to a reality in which chosen heroes of their race would be strong enough to succeed with ease and claim the reward. A reset would come at the cost of wiping the failed heroes from existence. They would live new lives from scratch, playing different roles in the reset reality, with no memory of the game that they had played or the choice they had made. The heroes chose to accept this bargain and scratch their session, and in doing so, they jump-started reality in which 24 figures of legend would come together to be created, and I as well, and then sent back in time to their places in history. Though it was delivered well before history even began, before the dawning of life on their planet. This time around, I would oversee its development, and thus fulfill the mother's promise of aggressive, ruthless preparation groups of heroes. One that it will not rest until the victory was secured. Young 24 would again be scattered into two groups, 12 modern contemporaries and 12 ancients, but their additions to losing their memory, in addition to losing their memories and everything that had happened before the scratch, there'd be another catch for the failed heroes. In the new reality, they would not serve as the heroes. They would mature to become the ancestors of the 12 they formerly regarded as theirs, and the 12 would be chosen for glory. These children would be the heroes to choose victory and have rewarded easily within reach. So, okay. I'm gonna finish reading this and then I'll try and like parse what I'm reading. Of course, this promise was fulfilled to the letter. As you have seen, the entire bargain was executed without a single hitch, as authorized by my master always are. There was, however, one minor anomaly. One of the failed heroes, in his new life as an ancient on this brutal planet, began to remember, and this is his story. This is the story of the Signless. Okay. So let me make sure I understood this information correctly. And then I'll ask for yay nays in chat. Okay. So basically, there was another version of this same story which we didn't know about prior to this event. Up until now. And the entire purpose of okay. They basically fucked up in almost the exact same way that things fucked up this time. But they went back and they made a deal and they go, hey, you can either accept your defeat or you can completely reset and be the parents of the people who actually get their shit together. But you won't have any memory of any of this happening and won't be able to actually affect and make sure that this does come to pass the way it needs to in order for it to actually go right. Did I get any of that wrong? Give me the thing in chat, and then I'll ask that again. Did I get any of that wrong? Chat is just yay right now. Okay, there's the thing. All right, cool. So now, did I get any of that wrong? Nay. Looks like, by and large part, I understood that information correctly. Some people are saying yay, nay, so it's like more or less I got it right. On the worst, I've got it more or less right, which seems fine. Okay, that's okay with me. I'm going to continue reading forward then. Few, however, knew the sufferer's given name, presuming quite reasonably he had none, and he had come to be called the Signless. Unlike his peers distributed elsewhere in history, he was not given a sign at a young age. Alas, there were no signs reserved for one of his mutant blood. His genetic deviation from the social order made him a pariah, forcing him to wander the world for many sweeps, concealing the color of his blood to avoid certain execution. So this is Karkat. Or at least Karkat's ancestor, perhaps? But it also may be due because of his mutation that he began to have visions, spontaneous, lucid imagery of the world in peace. Before its fall, he would never see the complete picture or... Okay, chat is saying yes, because that's Karkat's symbol anyway, so it's likely that that's the case. He would never see the complete picture or fully understand its previous incarnation's role in prompting its fall, or know my hand in it, but the visions showed him all that he needed to see. They all held promises of his people's true potential beneath the ages of conditioned cruelty. They held the spark of revolution. And in time, the visions gave purpose to his travels. He would preach heretical ideas that no one else dared to entertain, let alone risk discussing. He espoused the virtues of forgiveness, compassion, equality amongst bloodlines. What the fuck? Holy shit, this guy is a weirdo. He distributed his message intelligently, carefully, to preach only to those receptive, never attracting unwelcome. It also doesn't seem like Karkat, I'll be honest. Is this Gigas? Are you Gigas? But his growing movement could only go unnoticed by the authorities for so long. The High Bloods were livid over the unprecedented heresy, and soon a massive sectarian war followed, spreading across the planet and flowing through the galaxy. The conflict was lopsided, of course, with the High Bloods given full support from the Countess and her sea dwellers. Inevitably, the Signless would be captured, and when he was, it was not a matter of whether or not he would put on the irons or how hot they would be if he failed to recant. During his penance, it was said that the sufferer's compassion for his people underwent a divine transformation into limitless burning rage. It burned hotter than the iron shackled to him to the imperial flogging jet, and redder than the blood soaking his righteous legs. And when he was finally killed, the anger wrung through the cosmos with his last breath. The vast expletive was his final sermon, and somewhere encoded into the wavelengths was the truth in his teaching, waiting to reveal itself to anyone who could inherit its burden. His teachings would persist, surviving disciples, but in hushed tones. His following would dwindle to an obscure cult facing persecution for centuries. After his extinction, the body was burned, leaving only the irons. They cooled in ash, as if his anger itself was subsiding, and his followers appropriated their shapes in defiance of the High Bloods. The symbols became signs of the Signless, always shown as colorless as the cold iron, to conceal the stigma of his hue. And this was much a reminder to his followers to remain hidden. This is literally Jesus. Like, instead of a cross, it's the shackles. Like, the thing that killed him. Wait a minute. Alt text. Booyah. Did I miss other ones? I missed a couple other ones. Okay. Like, I forget who said it, but there was a comedian who pointed out how fucked up it is that Jesus's like sign is a cross. It's like, and they pointed out that like, how fucked up would it be to go up to like, I don't know, any of the Kennedys and be like, hey, this rifle necklace I got, I'm just thinking about him, man. Just thinking about him. A good guy, man. Good president. Good man there. Just, go ahead and wear this rifle around my neck every day just to remember how cool of a dude he was. It's like kind of fucked up. You know? This was as much a reminder to his followers to remain hidden as it was the sufferer's sacrifice, and his rage hidden like heat in the iron, one day to be reignited by another of his bloodline. The sufferer preached that after he passed, another Signless would come, heralding the end of times for their planet. The second Signless would continue his work and lead his people to the glory beyond this realm. The followers kept his teaching alive for ages. Even as the uproar surrounding the movement subsided, by modern times the sufferer's scripture was little more than ancient superstition, all but forgotten. Hardly the anathema of old, but the followers had already made their preparations in shadows. The second Signless finally came. When he finally came, he would have a Lustus to raise him and a sign to his name. So they made a new sign just for the sake of having the second coming of Christ. The second coming of Christ is Karkat. Are you fucking with me? The sufferer required less conventional upbringing to reach maturity. As a young grub, he landed in the brooding caverns where he would be expected to face his trials. Chat says, yay. The second coming of Christ is Karkat. I think that's probably about the most Homestuck thing. So he's all pissed off all the time because of... so dumb. Parts of this comic hurt me. Where do we need to get again? We're so close. 473. We're at 457. Surely no Lustus would select him. No creature sympathetic to the scent had been bred yet. His odds of survival would have been remote, if not for a chance encounter. The Dolorosa belonged to a rare class assigned strictly to serving the mother grub in the caverns, forbidden from visiting the surface. While on an errand, she found the young sufferer in his crater, and immediately recognized the child as special, as well as in great danger. For an adult troll to raise a child was unthinkable, but she saw no other hope for him. The Dolorosa abandoned her duties in the caverns and fled to the surface to raise him. In time, she would become the first follower of his teachings, and the first of his inner circle, but not his closest. So these are all the ancestors. So these are Karkat's and Ko's parents. Well, not Karkat's parents, because Karkat's fucking dead. Oh, hold up. Need to make sure I'm reading this one. Don't really hover your mouse over the banner like this. The fuck? Oh no, he's talking about the ancestors, isn't he? Surrounding him to rise the infamy throughout the rebellion were the most trusted elites amongst his devoted. The something was a mage of psionic. Yeah, because that's the sign for psi, right? Thank you for the 5 bits, by the way. Stop talk nail. The mage of unequal telekinetic ability, who upon hearing the words of the sufferer was inspired to free himself from any sort of slavery typical of his mentally gifted class. But he was most devout of all of his disciples. She listened to every vision he retold, every lesson he preached, and faithfully recorded his scripture. Her ear was open to him always, and in time, his heart opened to her. To spread his message throughout the world, they took to the seas in vessels of legend as the first ship. It was said, oh, the first ship. Even my own streams are Homestuck references on accident. Because the first ship's the real ship. It was said that their love went beyond the 4 quadrants, transcending the grid entirely, whatever that nonsense actually means. That was a 999 reference that just was made several years ago before I knew it. Give me the thing in chat real quick. Okay, cool. Are you guys good to be let out of jail? Yay or nay? Seems a little mixed. How about we wait a few more pages and then we'll come bring it back up again? People are kind of like, yeah, nah. How about we give it, like, if you want to go and check for yourself and see what page number that is, and I'm on page 4059, by the way, anyone who wants to do this on your own end. Just leave them in there. I'm going to leave them in there for a bit. Also, hey, Natalie, how you doing? The disciple was killed along with them, but at the last moment, the executioner inexplicably took pity on her and allowed her to escape. She absconded with the leggings, which remained the only physical evidence of his holy suffering. She hid in the caverns for many sweeps, transcribing all of his scripture from memory on the walls in the blood of slain creatures, and lived the rest of her days in monastic savagery. Her dedication would be the most critical to the persistence of his message. The Dolorosa was less fortunate. He was sold into slavery. She spent the rest of her life as property of vicious sea dwellers. As for the Psionic, he was enlisted in a far worse, if more prestigious, service. He was forced to serve as the helmsman for her Condescension's Imperial battleship. Psionics of his kind were exploited for interstellar travel, and his abilities made her ship the fastest in the fleet by far. She grew so enamored with her helmsman and his power, she would use her touch to extend his lifespan to match her own. Good people there. Together, they explored the stars for thousands of years, and due to the speed of her ship, she would personally expand the boundaries of her empire, typically being the first to greet new races before conquering them. And that's probably something we could read if we flipped it upside down and translated it from troll speak, but there's so many things that are copyrighted in this. Also, I'm not looking at the banners. Hold up. All right. He's keeping little girls locked up in weird rooms and rambling about troll answers. I just know it. Not my fucking comic. So the yard that he's taking is literally a yardstick that's stuck in the barrier between reality and Homestuck, and he just broke into the comic in order to stop it from being weird. Damn, this place is bigger than I thought. Any idea which way he went? Come on, guys, help me out. It's like kind of that away, I think, or was it that away? Honestly, don't know. Good luck with that shit, my dude. Homestuck is fucking insane. After making first contact, occasions which generally kept cordial, she would move on to new territory while a division of her fleet set course for an unfortunate civilization and proceeded to tear it apart. It could be any of the lethal brigades under her command to receive the orders, but it was the Thresh-Executioners, Cavalry Reapers, Laugh Assassins, and Ruffian Annihilators, close enough. Each was notoriously cruel in its own way. Each one carried out orders with absolute loyalty because the Condents could not extend a single life on her whim. She could just as casually cut one short that of millions. Aha, caught you red-handed, you bastard. Stop clogging on my story with your troll fanfiction. This is, If angered, she could simply express her grievance through communion with her ancient lusts of the deep and turn its psychic devastation on the multitudes. The class hierarchy played into her hands politically in respect, killing off the haphazard swathe of the population, or an entire class. It was suitable as a measure of last resort, but mass extermination does not lend itself well as to practical governance. The looming threat, however, is quite effective, especially while her empire was partitioned neatly into blood castes. She could use her leverage to delegate oppression to subjugators whose unique abilities and exceptional brutality made them natural enforcers. They would delegate in their governance, exploiting the pride and loyalty of dangerous blue bloods beneath them, and so on down the hemospectrum, until the enslavement of the common caste were inescapable. In spite of their genetic gifts and strength in numbers, as a self-governing body, the land-dwelling portion of her empire was formidable, but her force of sea dwellers was equally formidable, and two were kept in check not only with the threat of psychic annihilation, but with their mutual hatred and distrust. Imagine that. Using an immutable part of your being as a way to try and get people to hate each other for your own gains. That'd be fucked up. Anyway, The only threat to her power was unification through uprising, possibility made remote once she fully decentralized the race from the homeworld, scattered all but the children throughout the galaxy after the most recent rebellion led by the Summoner. Upon doing so, she became comfortable with her grip on power. She risked venturing deeper into space than ever before to grow her empire. But the more space she put between herself and the more she risked weakening her bond with the monster. The bond she and her successors shared with it exclusively could sway and become strengthened with the younger. Perhaps she grew complacent with the threat successors posed. After such a long history of killing them with ease, heiresses, upon reaching maturity, were expected to challenge the Condents for the throne. It was not merely expected of them by their people, but demanded by their shared lusts. I like to think of her as a pet I gave to their race at the dawning of their species' evolution, like a sentient warming gift. Again, it's just the sort of thing a good host does. Okay, we saw that one. Just making sure I read all of them. That was not the right door. I think we can try and get there tonight. I mean, fuck. If the lapse in the custodial bond was significant enough, it was not just political power that she risked. At the distance, she sacrificed concentration needed to curb the dreadful psychic shriek of all. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna stop for a second. I'm gonna get back to that. I'm gonna attempt to get to 4073 tonight. Are you guys good to be let out of jail before then? Not right now necessarily, but before then. Well, I'll ask that in a second. But before then, are you guys good to be let out of jail? Yay, nay. Okay, you guys are going to be good to be let out of jail by then. Maybe? No. Chad is a little bit undecided on that. Okay. Also, try not to spam too many nays or yays. I take it that some of you guys have actually looked at the pages surrounding here and there and know what's going to happen. So, it seems divisive. I'm going to assume that I won't be able to let you guys out of jail until page 4073. At a distance, she shrieked the concentration, or sacrificed the concentration needed to curb the most dreadful psychic shriek of all, the galactic-wide extinction event called the Vast Glub. Of course, this eventuality proved a fitting reward for such reckless expansion of her territory. She chose the worst time possible to explore further from her homeworld than she had ever been. She was scouring the edge of the galaxy for systems to plunder when she received word of her planet's devastation by meteors. The young were being slaughtered. The mother grub was dead. The end times were upon her people. She ordered all fleets to return to Alternia. But she was in her empire's expansion and interplanetary occupation. Few could make it in time to provide any meaningful defense. She instructed her helmsman to pilot the ship faster than he ever had, and he did so through extreme physical duress. He was able to leap across thousands of years in a matter of hours. The exertion literally likely would have killed him if the glove did not kill him first. Her touch could extend life, but never restore it, to her lament. In that instant, her empire was gone. Swan song wiped out her entire race, saved the Constants and her lone heiress, leaving the empire nothing more than a galactic necropolis of floating tombs. She was forced to continue the journey home on auxiliary power. Her ship now travels near the speed of light, a pale shadow of the former velocity. It would take her another 612 solar sweeps after the glove to reach her destination. She would arrive any minute now, and when she does, she will find nothing but ruins and dust. If she cares to look closer, she will find a city and the slain exiles, a man on the moon, a pair of black lovers locked in a deadly dance. But whether she looks or not, one thing will find her with certainty: new employment opportunity. It looks like the right place. The hallway is all round and shit, just like his stupid head. My beautiful panels, what he done? A son of a bitch is gonna take so many sweeps to clean up this mesh, like so many sweeps. With a broom, you're carrying around a blue. Oh, fucking god damn it, hussy! Are you paying attention, protege? This is where your role in the story begins. Now stop your pouting and listen. Unless you want another helping to the backstory of my own nuts. I seem to have forgotten my discipline broom. God damn it. He's got a bowl full of these things. He's just pulling his snooty horseshit candy bowl stunts to mock my little arrows now. Excellent host, my ass. Anyway, the last of the 12 ancestors arrived a bit late, and in fact, she would cross through the portal 6 centuries after the descendants had come and gone. There weren't many left to look after her. She ended up in foster care. I remember it like it was yesterday, and for one who has as much time on his hands as I, it essentially was. Alright. I would raise the girl to be groomed for her calling. My lessons would emphasize obedience, mastery of clockwork magics, and being locked in a room. As you might have gathered by now, my employer would enter this universe quite soon. I would then relinquish my custody to him. She would serve as a handmaid for the eternity to be specified, and you must also have gathered she has already done so. Through most common of blood should have let her expire in just a dozen or two sweeps. His curse kept her very much alive, and she did not intend to stay that way. My god, how can these possibly be so delicious? Abigail, do you have a story to tell? I'm reading Homestuck. Do you want to tell me something instead? She's thinking. Okay. What else do you have to say? Is that it? Here, come here. For as much of an attention hog as you are, you hate lap time. You're a very silly cat. If you enjoyed being in my lap, I swear to God, if you figured out what laps were about, you'd be all about it, Abby. I love you. His curse was the most conditionally morality, with the desired outcome contingent on service. When I release her, she will take place at his side and travel through time and carry out his orders. While I am his weapon of subtlety and precision, the handmaid is strictly an apparatus of terror and suffering. We both paved the road to his arrival. I in my way and she in hers. She would be present during every watershed moment in her civilization's development. Her reoccurrence in history would earn her reputation of a demoness, more feared than even her master, a man through dreadful rarity, though dreadfully rarely, makes himself seen. She stirred up class warfare and intensified bigotry in whatever era she haunted. She made sure the descendants would enter a world which prepared them well for the game, and took measures to see that they would play as they did. But once they entered, their world was in ashes. Her work was nearly complete. Now, 6 centuries later, she would be given one last order to follow before her curse was lifted. A simple recruitment job. Well, better go easy on these. Might need some later. A handmaid would enlist the Condens, an extension of the same bargain once offered to her. It would be the sort of involving neither negotiation, possibly ability of refusal, expressed in terms playfully understood by the psychotic genocidal. Condens would serve as her new master's witch, carrying out his work in places he cannot reach. There you are. Go ahead and keep talking, cue ball. I've got you in my crosshairs and my bristles, and I've got you, you pompous motherfucker. Two last trolls alive. Blood of rust and royalty will make each other pay for the crimes against their race. Their payment will be mutually dealt in currency of punishment and reward at once. The continents will be rewarded with the power and immortality her new service entails, and punished by the grueling slavery for which it is synonymous. And you, young lady, are to be punished by death at the hands of your replacement, and so too will be this your reward. What a shitty fucking reality. Tick tock, tick tock. My heartbeat falls in rhythm with the clock as I draw close to my prey. I leave nothing to chance. Let me move it over a little bit so you guys can see that I'm reading it. I mean, I guess you can read it. For you see, the most dangerous play of all, a 4-foot asshole in suspenders who won't shut up. Wait for it, hussy. Wait for it. And so, my dear, this is a rather inspiring tale. I was actually going to ask about the yardstick, and I'm glad I didn't, because there's no way of explaining it that isn't spoilers. Why are you guys saying I'm blind? And so, dear, it is my inspiring tale of your people, and why you should feel rather privileged to be in the position and for which I've groomed you meticulously. Are you not grateful? Yes, surely you are. It warms the soft, fluffy material in my chest to know this. And what is it? What are you looking at over there? Ah, of course, the clock. I can see you have a good idea for a fine timepiece. Your exemplary taste is certainly owed to quality upbringing. Perhaps you wish to know the history of the clock and how I came to possess it. Yes, I can see the sparkle of curiosity in your eye. It's a marvelous tale, one almost as long as it is verbosely told. Where do I begin? Just beat the shit out of him. For some reason, we can't see the highlight when you hover over it. Oh. Well, thank you for the 5 bits, Sup Talk Neil. Also, how's the writing going? Sorry about that. Story time's over, windbag. Whoops. Oh, shit. Oh, this fucking clock out of here, my way. I'm one man stampede, and I got a broom, peel, splintering wood. You hear is the last gasp of a priceless antique disintegrating beneath the outrageous fury of my authorial hooves. Wait a minute. No, hold up. No, I think that actually is a really important sentence. My hussies. Authorial. He's the author. Hooves. He's a horse. Hussy is the author horse of Homestuck. Just want to make sure that that is pointed out because that's important. Zipzorp, thank you for the 5 bits. I'd say 10 more pages better stop. Not a big deal. Okay, that it just says bap, 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 bap a whole bunch. I like the noodly arm thing going on. Probably not good if you've got any sort of photosensitivity. If I have to put up with one more smug meandering, I think this entire comic is actually not good for you if you have any sort of photosensitivity. One more smug meandering interlude in my own story where I'm going to crack your head open and serve you a heaping bowl full of your own downy soft puppet ass. How do you like that for hospitality, Doc? I believe you will find that as hosts go, I am simply the best there is. The Wiggles. His best quality is his Wiggles. Everybody is totally filled up with your condescending, self-indulgent narrative style. I want to just go back to my slightly less condescending, slightly more indulgent style. See? Even that little girl isn't enough of your shit. Run, Nardia's ancestor. Run. You have locked up your last Asian schoolgirl, you sick fuck. Don't you flop around at me like that. Are you listening, little man? Girl. Can you see that one? Because it's fucking like massive like digital text. All in green. Spike. Booyah? I guess he's just a limp, lifeless puppet when I'm around. Like the reverse Calvins and Hobbes kind of thing. That is a little disturbing. Do you know what page we're on? We're on page 4077. I've actually read past where I said I was going to read in the next couple of weeks. This puts us at an interesting predicament. Go ahead and give me a the thing in chat. There's the things. Are you guys good to be let out of jail now? Because I think this is probably a good point to end the stream, to be honest. Because we've read to where we need to. And we can make sure that we hit fucking Cascade on Homestuck Day. That's what I'm calling it. You guys are good to be let out. All right. Thank you guys for being honest. Hooray, fuck the goblins. 4083 is a better stopping point. Okay. You could watch RDA. Okay. I could read. All right. People are saying, okay. Or RDA or don't stop. Would you like me to read to 83 instead? Banner. You there, girl. Okay. We'll read just a little bit more. We're almost there. It's like 5 pages. Should be fine. Will I watch Lullaby for the Gods at some point? I'm going to watch RDA, I think, after this. Or at least a bit of it. Oh, well. Might as well try and get that disc back. I wonder if I can just sort of reach into and... Girl, quit all this skirling around. So this is Elmo here. Do you believe that you can escape me before I arrive? Just go ahead and reach on up into that puppet ass there. I'll see. I like how he's deciding to make sure that we see him put his hand all the way up puppet ass. Like he wrote an entire comic, forced it through 4,000 something pages of it, and then put his hand up a puppet's ass just for the pleasure. How do you expect to outrun me? What the hell? Looks like the disc he just repaired for a while already. He didn't tell us. It looks like he had the disc repaired for a while already, but he didn't tell us. Motherfucker. Just loves the sound of his own voice. When I'm already here. Can you guys see that at least? Because that is fucking bad for my eyes, what's happening right there. You can see that one? Snop. Fuck. All he's out, he's snop. Fuck. No, you dumb homo tool. You're snapping wrong. Unsnop. And then we can call it here. This is 4083. This, yeah, insert game disc 3 or 2 seems good. Stop. I'm stopping. This is the end of the stream. I literally saved the thing right there. This is the moment that Homestuck led up to. All right, let me check my chart real quick. So Cascade is at page 4109. We are at page 4083. We are 26 pages away. We read 5 times that today. The pink snapping was readable or clickable. Oh, this. No, you dumb homo tool. You're praying wrong. Closer inspection. Wrong. But rug. Christ. No, look. Fuck. Dude, no. It's not that hard. Good lord. Lard. Okay, you're obviously doing this just to piss me off. Jesus dick. Happy Palm Sunday, everyone. I can't read what that says. There's very little text between now and Cascade now. Yeah, I feel like the spot we got to is better now. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Jesus dick is something I'll say every now and then. Yeah, I'm gonna so I think what we're gonna do is I'm actually not gonna read any more Homestuck until 4/13, which is not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. I need yeah. I need a little bit of time to work on Town of Nowhere stuff anyway and all that. I need to watch RDA now. How about this? We do the art and then RDA. So that way you guys have to actually like fucking, you know, do that. I do believe I have Cascade already. Yeah, I've got the Newgrounds link for Cascade. Thank you for sending that to me. Cascade has a thing where you can preload it. Okay, cool. Let's do the art first because artists don't get enough love. Speaking of, last time I somehow missed out on this art, and they let me know about it. I'm gonna make sure that we look at it first. It's of the mayor. Redhead did this, and they tweeted at me, and they're like, "You missed my art. I'm very, very, very sorry." Very, very good. Very good art. Thank you. Rex Dulcim Angelus. Okay, I'm gonna not spell that right. RD is actually confirmed canon by Hussey. See, I like doing stuff like that. Just randomly confirming random shit as canon. So we saw that one. We did not look at this one, this one, this one, this one, or this one. I'm aware that Cascade broke it, yeah. Also, look at this thing. This is fucking awful. I love it. Good job, Pike. Just horrifying. Like, this is so incredibly detailed. Sex god Mr. Bucket. Put the balls in his top. Put your balls in his mouth. Turn off stream. We got this one from Lux Ray Tail of their Town of Nowhere OCs as vampire quintuplets. Also, everyone seems to work at fucking Starbucks, I noticed. Why did you not send the Homestuck Twitter the episode of Board James? What the fuck are you talking about? Where else are they gonna work? Randall's? The other Starbucks? Dollar Store? Home Depot? Where can we get a style guide? The style guide is available on the subreddit for the Town of Nowhere. How do you put the stuff on the board so you can see it? You go to the buru.vineshroom.net and you just follow the instructions on the thing, and there you go. Yeah, there's two Starbucks in there's one in the Randalls because Randalls has a Starbucks. Like, that's just a thing. How did I contribute to the Boru? You should be able to use the guide on there. You have to make an account, and then you can post it on there. Solar Mage made this. And it says, fuck. Let Jade say fuck. Jade can and should say fuck. The Starbucks has been there the whole time. That shouldn't be lore. You guys saw it the first time you went to Randall's. try to see if watching the Flash version of Cascade is possible. Need some stuff that doesn't really come through via. I've got the Newgrounds version, so it should be fine. Did you know that board is actually pronounced like board? Board. Oh, okay. Anna LRK made this one. I gave your universe cancer. Yeah. That was an interesting series of fucking pages that we read today. No, I'm not fucking with you. It's literally in the shot. You have to watch the Newgrounds version for the full effect. I will. Like, I gave the real deal one, not the Newgrounds one, by the way. I will double check and I'll get the right link. For sure. If it's not the one I've got, I'll pull it up when it happens. And then when we get to that page, what we'll do is, if it's not the right page and you guys look at it and you're like, that's not right, I will make sure that you guys can link it to me at that point. I got the Newgrounds one, though. And if that's not the right one, then we'll figure it out when we get to it. We got this one from Bionic Bot. It says, stupid bad dog needs to chill. Cascade.tk. Okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and, like, save that. I mean, yeah. A decent chunk of this comic would be alright if Dog would just chill the fuck out. And let's be real. I was thinking about it. He's just a guy who went postal. Right? He's just a guy who got really fucking upset that things were weird. Right? Like, he hated his job so much that he just tried to kill everyone. The only problem is that he just became a god. He got so fucking mad. He got so fucking pissed off at his job that, yeah. Anyway, RDA, Homestuck, Rex, and this one by Christian Floyd. Is this the right one? Thank you for the art, but guys, I'm going to just go ahead and refresh it. Just make sure that we got all the art. Okay, we did for now. Okay, that's the one. That's the bitch. All right. I will listen to it. If the audio gets muted or if it's cut out, I apologize. It happened with Carcalicious where he had to cut out the audio. It depends on whether or not they actually, made it themselves or not. But this was... So when was this made relative to the things that we're seeing? What's Ruby doing there? I don't know. It just is. It's Homestuck music they just animated. Okay. About a year after. Okay. 3 years after Cascade. It's June 12th, 2014. Art is solid. Please turn off autoplay. I'll stop it before. If I click full screen, you guys will get a weird capture. I can fix the capture though. There we go. Better version. I think this is a collab because the art style changes ever so slightly. I'll turn off autoplay. There you go. It's off. You guys couldn't see it. Animation's very slick, though. The art style is consistent enough that it really isn't too much of a problem. Animation's incredibly smooth. This is like at least 30 FPS, if not better. Absolute insane people trying to do that kind of animation speed. If you animate at 60 FPS, you hate yourself. It's like, it is like, you could say that this happened, like, you could say that Hussey made this himself, and I'd believe it. It is of the quality of the rest of the comic. Arguably better in some places. But, Hussey says that it's canon. Like, this is fucking good. Again, like I said, this is animated at, like, a crazy frame rate. Do not animate at 60 FPS. You don't need to do this to yourself. You need to find love. Like, self-love is not animating at 60 FPS. Little Joker reference there. What was that a reference to? Last laugh? And of course, Vriska is being a problem. Look, oh my god. Animation. Good. Killing joke, that's it. And yeah, we would have all of the ancestors spoiled if we hadn't read up till this point. And she used all of the luck that she had stored up to make sure it was all perfect. Use part of Riska's theme for Metaton's music. Fucking Gamzee. Save for the credits, for sure. Holy fuck. You cannot do, like, 7 minutes of animation at this quality and not have me do it. No, this is fucking good. Let's back that up a smidge, because these names are going too fast. Fucking good. Over 40 animators spending years working on it. That's it. That was Rex Dolcium Angelus. Fucking crazy and impressive. Lots of work. I think that is a good place to call this stream. Good stuff, man. Like, I cannot express enough how much of a fucking bitch it is to... I'm just going to put this right over the screen because I didn't see it. Go ahead and close that. Sorry. Almost all spoilers. But now this is in the way. I just won't look at that later. And hopefully YouTube didn't eat that. Thank you. I didn't actually see it because I was reading chat, and then chat started freaking out about thumbnail spoilers. And it's like, oh, fuck. Gonna double check and make sure that we got all the art. We did. It's a subtle reference. It's just a good song. I hope Hussy's proud of what he's done. Or has some strong opinion of it. Lullaby for the Gods is probably the next RDA that I'll watch. And it'll have to be... he seems to be a fan. Voiced by Justin Brenner. Deku? What? How is the fucking guy who did Deku involved with Homestuck? What do you do with your 1 week off from Homestuck? Well, I got an arcade video coming out this next Sunday. Like a week from today, I need to have made a painting. I'll tell you, right now, to the left of my desk is a pile of fucking notes for the next Town of Nowhere stream. So that's what I've been working on. Deku's voice actor used to be a Homestuck. Sure, why not? Fuck it. I will let you guys... I think how the Town of Nowhere is going to work is I'm basically just going to tell you guys as soon as it's ready. I'm going to let you guys know a few days in advance. Because otherwise I will go insane. Like the whole thing with the first stream coming out when it did, like I lost sleep that night. And I'm going to lose sleep over this. I know. It's gonna be fucking good. It will be. I swear to God. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do a I'm gonna do an ad and I'm gonna raid someone. Anyone know if anyone's live that I need to raid? The whole like Magnus did nothing wrong raiding is not working. Abigail, did you want to say something to them? She says meow. Just so you know. Mike is live. Let's raid Mike. Mike needs some love. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Tomorrow with, well, actually, Probably Terraria with Mike. No. Is that what you say? All right, well, that's what we're going to leave it on. I'll see you guys later.